let's start with some Netflix because Monique, I don't know if you'll remember this. I'll refresh your memory. She reportedly has settled with Netflix. She had a big lawsuit that accused them of racial and sexual discrimination for allegedly making her a lowball offer for her comedy special.
I do love that you can accuse Netflix of being racist and sexist.
Throw their money around
that's
everyone?
the thing. You don't just negotiate and move on. You negotiate and then sue because you were so offended by the offer.
Again, here is my white privilege. I submitted a stand-up special to Netflix. They said, thanks, but no thanks. And I didn't go, oh, it's because I'm white. No, they weren't interested.
Yeah.
Fair.
Probably for other reasons that I could probably more grounds for a lawsuit than Monique. But you just have to walk around thinking everything that happens. So if a pigeon shits on you, you go, oh, it's because I'm black. And it's because I'm a woman. Also, Netflix has people like black people they pay cajillions of dollars to. Like Dana Gould's a white male. He's funny. Let's see what he gets compared to Dave Chappelle over on Netflix in terms of an offer for a stand-up.
Well,
special.
That's why Monique was sort of using the kind of the double whammy defense, because her lawsuit is she said Netflix officials warmly praised her work before they offered her $500,000 in early 2018 for a special and refused to negotiate with her. And her suit said that reflected a company tendency to underpay black women, because you talk about Chris Rock, Ellen DeGeneres, Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais, all tens of millions of dollars for their special.
That's exactly how this fucking business works. 100% how this business works. Some people get paid a shit fuck stick load of money, and then some people don't.
Term.
Yes, that's how it works.
So they won't disclose the settlement, but everybody's happy.
Oh my God! So it's just a nuisance thing.
I mean, maybe just to make it go away. That, her lawyer said, like, we're good.
There's always the problem is discovery. You can talk to Garagos about discovery. They start looking around. They go, all right, we're going ahead with this lawsuit, and then we get into discovery. Then they subpoena all the computers and all the thing, and there's one fucking email from some mid-level thing going, that black cunt, fuck her, or whatever. And they go, aha.
Get your pen.
Now you get your checkbook out.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So they usually, Gary, we should ask Mark about this, but there's something in discovery they found, and that brings them to the table.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll be very curious about that. Well,
this reminds me of a story that was going around yesterday on Twitter, which I think it was BuzzFeed, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It was the story was crazy things actors have heard of why they didn't get roles. And one of them was an actress named Brenda Song, who I don't know, but she claims she was told she wasn't Asian enough to be in Crazy Rich Asians. And the thing is, I'm sure there are all sorts of reasons given. Maybe I don't know Brenda Song, maybe she's great, but they will tell you things, and maybe they just didn't like your special. I don't think you're that great of an actress. And now, of course, that nicely praised by Netflix. They're always going to say nice things about, oh, you're great. But they're not going to say you're a fucking hack and we don't like your work.
Oh, we really responded to the whatever.
God, your read was great, which was a different direction.
Yeah, and it all comes out in the wash, because if they did truly love your special, and first off, there's also just an algorithm to it. How many eyes will this generate? How many subscriptions could we get? What does Monique mean to us versus Ricky Gervais or whomever? Right. And then that's how they move forward. Yeah,
because part of me thinks, well, she's an Oscar winner, but then it's like, well, what does that have to do with the stand-up special?
Yeah, but it's almost insane to go, well, first off, $500,000 isn't nothing. It's an offer.
I'd love to be offended by $500,000.
Cover your costs.
It is not. Sirius XM just gave Conan O'Brien $150 million to do his podcast or whatever on Sirius XM. All right, it sounds like a lot of money. And then there's a lot of people that do podcasts, and like, where's my $150 million? That's how this business works.
Right.
People are insanely paid, and then there's people that are undercompensated, and then you have to get an agent, and then they have to negotiate, and that's how it works.
That's the business. Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about another Oscar award-winning actor who we have never seen like this. That's why it's such a big deal. So Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson were heading to their car in New York on Wednesday night when things got like a little tense with Tom. Yeah, I'm going to show you in a minute. So he's a national treasure. We all know it. He showed a side of himself rarely seen by the public, if ever. He became like pretty pissed off when this overzealous paparazzi fans kind of bumped into Rita Wilson, and she kind of lost her footing a little bit while she was walking. Yeah. So here's the video.
I'll bring some items. I bought some items.
How you doing?
It's been a long time.
Be careful, Tom.
Watch out, move.
Now watch Rita on the
See
side.
that Elvis movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just a little slip.
Wow. What are you doing? Back the car. What are y'all doing?
Wow, what a good man. His security kind of sucks, though.
Seriously.
They had people going in front of him,
Yep.
letting this happen. Needs better security.
Sorry about that, Tom.
He's pretty
Tom, sorry
justified.
about that, Tom.
Yeah.
But have we ever seen Tom Hanks lose his cool? That's Chet's job.
Chet Hanks does that, yeah. But he seems like, you wonder, I don't know how calculated it was, probably not at all, but he's not going to get any shit for this because he was
No.
protecting his wife,
Of
right?
course.
It looked like pretty justified to me.
Yeah.
He's also lighter in the weight department than I've seen him in a while.
So what? Did he put on weight for the?
I'm sure
There's
he-
a lot of prosthetics.
I'm sure he did prosthetics and some weight, but
Looks thin.
for
Yeah.
the playing the Colonel Tom Parker
That's right.
role. And I kind of want to see that Elvis movie.
Definitely
Already got
wanna see
tickets.
it. Of
Oh, you
course
do?
I like Baz Luhrmann. He did Romeo and Juliet
Yeah.
and
Moulin
Moulin
Rouge.
Rouge.
I like
director.
Moulin Rouge.
Gonna be
Yeah,
a whole thing.
I like him. I
Australian
like it too.
fellow.
Well, they're doing a lot of promo for that. I can't go on the internet without seeing something about the Elvis movie. Like, it's going to be pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
And according to friends of the show and everything, everybody gets to go to Australia now to film everything. You guys must be given a great tax incentive.
Really?
Adam Ray, like there's
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
huge studios now in Australia.
Filming Young Rock
Near
over
Melbourne,
there.
yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I know they
I
did
think
Pirates of the
Melbourne.
Caribbean out there as well.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Yep.
Well, I am so glad you brought up Pirates of the Caribbean because this is pretty interesting. We have a juror has given his opinion on why they weren't pro Amber Heard. Because Amber went on saying, like, of course they believe Johnny. He's, rich and powerful. And that wasn't their take.
I think part of the problem with our New World Order is we go Team Depp or Team Heard.
Yeah,
And
pick
so
one.
at some point the jurors have to pick what team
Sure,
they're on,
sure.
even though that's not really what we want them to do. We want them to balance, weigh the evidence.
Right. And that's
Whose
what.
team you on, juror number 5? I'm Team Heard. Oh, no, I'm
hashtag
Depp over here. Yeah, like, you got to pick a team.
Well, they did. They wanted to know, like, so what were you thinking? Why did you go the way you went? So a juror, and anonymous, by the way, so there's no footage. I'll just read you the quote. Had an exclusive interview with ABC News. Male juror, 7-person jury. He's remained anonymous. He said over the course of the trial, a majority of the jury felt that Amber was more the aggressor and that a lot of Amber's story didn't add up. Then he said the crying, the facial expression she had, the staring at the jury, which I knew was going to be a problem. It was weird. All of us were very uncomfortable. She would never answer one question. She would answer one question and then she'd be crying. And 2 seconds later, she'd be ice cold. Some of us used the expression crocodile tears. And then for Depp's testimony, he said that they applauded him for keeping a stable emotional state throughout everything, and he seemed a little more real in terms of how he was responding to questioning as opposed to coached.
Yeah, and then she's angry, and it was interesting. I was talking to Garagos about this when they go, like, NBC landed their interview with whatever, and then we're talking that, she says she has no money, she's flying in a private jet. It's probably NBC sent the
Right.
private jet, and then he said, I said, how does it work ethically where like news companies are paying for interviews? And it's like, they don't really pay the interview. They pay them for something else.
And
It's still like they're getting paid.
so, like, Oprah famously never paid a guest to be on Oprah. So, like, how do you get paid to like get an exclusive interview with Entertainment Tonight or something?
Oh God, I think he was talking. maybe I don't think it was the Scott Peterson trial, but one of his big high profile where they want to interview the person. They don't give the money directly to the person. They give it to their foundation or their charity or their something. They essentially give them money, but they're able to laundry it. And then they have their integrity. Gary, do you remember what he said, which trial that was?
I think it was Kaylee Anthony or something like that. But what he was saying is that oftentimes they'll license personal photos from their childhood for like $250,000.
Got it.
Right.
I think she should start her OnlyFans. She'll be able to pay that
my
pretty
God.
quick.
Dude, you're right.
Yeah.
That would be huge.
I'll do a collab with her.
Or she should do that thing
Free
where
of charge.
you fart in a mason jar.
Yeah,
you know?
very
Oh,
popular.
Or
I'd
get
buy that as well.
Some
Sure.
titty
To see
sweat.
what that pill in the bed smelled like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Amber's turds.
That's right.
Amber's
Send them out around the world.
Wow.
That's a
man.
great idea.
There's money. She's leaving money on the table.
Yeah, because the other part of the thing was, she said in the English interview or whatever, like the money she was given, it's donated, it's all gone. I have none of it. And of course that wasn't true.
She's getting right into that zone where some 59-year-old Russian oligarch has to kind of slide in.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's getting there right about now,
Yeah.
where some dude
Yeah.
who she has nothing in common with, but has a boatload
Come
of
with
money
me on my mega yacht.
and a boat,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna some point.
Yes.
Daddy's got to come in.
That's right. Crystal Brain. You're absolutely going to happen.
She's going to be some Greek guy or some Russian guy.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Tycoon.
Onassis.
Somebody from somewhere else who's
Parts
27 years her senior is going to slide into the picture here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And
Smart.
then at some point they have pictures of them on the beach. And he's wearing the Speedo because
Yeah.
he's European.
That
He's got a
big tan
huge
belly.
huge gut and man
Yeah.
titties
She's
on
rubbing
him.
lotion on him.
And then she looks good. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh, come on. And she's talking about how he makes her laugh even though he barely speaks English.
That's right.
It's time.
You are
Seen it all
correct.
before.
That's what's happening.
Next year and a half.
Which
think?
you can do if you're a chick.
Yeah.
This is not a dude. It's not like Corey Feldman. It's like, all right, it's time for the richest woman in the Soviet Union to
Scoop me
come
up.
into my life.
But I mean, Harry could do it.
Pay all. Oh, Harry,
True.
you, but not yet.
Yeah, no.
No, these are your
gotta save my
earning
money for
years.
that. Yeah.
You got 20 years of seed spreading.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
and then
here
you
to
become
spread
a
my
kept,
seed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then
before you
become a
start,
kept
then
man.
you get into that world.
That's right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of that world, Greta Gerwig, by the way, which I thought was an odd pairing, is going to be doing the new Barbie film. Greta Gerwig. Did you know that?
Yes, it is. It's going to be very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, of course it is.
Very satire.
It's not going to hit theaters for at least another year, but
Oh,
people
starring an
are-
Australian, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, that's right. People are losing their shit about the photo that was released of Ryan Gosling as the Ken doll.
Oh, speaking of spreading your seed.
Check this picture out. People
Brace
have
yourselves.
lost it.
Wow.
Like seriously, like a doll, tan, 8-pack, platinum blonde hair.
Jealous.
Oh, look at those dreamy eyes. So everybody loves it. The funny thing about the Margot Robbie picture for the movie is it's not that much of a stretch from what she already looks like, so it's not that big of a deal. Show the Margot Robbie as Barbie.
Yeah.
That's what she
Wow.
looks like.
That's what she looks like.
So it's but the Ryan Gosling people are losing their minds over.
We're in a weird world where
Put Ryan back on.
we've talked about it since.
Don't be so fast.
Since the Lego movie was so good.
That's great.
Everything's on the table. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if this was in the 90s and someone's like,
Oh,
we're doing
yeah.
Barbie, then we'd be like, oh, the fuck up. Blah.
And guess what song will not be in the movie?
Barbie Girl by
That's
Aqua.
right.
Really?
Not in the movie.
You know what would fuck my shit up? I was not a Barbie guy. I
you don't say?
labeled G.I. Joes for homos when I was like 9. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Play with a dude doll all day?
Yeah.
No way. My favorite show as a kid, Speed Racer.
That's right.
That fucking movie came out 20 years ago and they
Garbage.
fucked it
And
all
Neil
up.
Hirsch. Pure
Yeah.
garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if they did it now and Baz Luhrmann directed
Yeah.
Speed Racer or
Badass.
something, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks stars as Pops Racer. I'm just riffing.
Who's the brother? Oh, we don't know.
It's Racer X.
Racer X.
And that could be Harry.
That's right.
I'm there.
He's
Yeah.
a good-looking dude.
Do you ever see him though? Oh, sorry.
One episode, Speed, who lost his Speed Racer, was a couple of years younger than Racer X. Racer X is his older brother, but nobody knows it. But he's on the circuit too, and he protects speed, but he's anonymous. He has a mask on. Has a good looking outfit. Find me Racer X. And what happened is Racer X, when he was like 15 or 16, took the race car, went to the track, was winning the whole race, ruined the car at the end, crashed, and got out and ran.
That's a good outfit.
Because Pops, he didn't want to deal with Pops Racer. We never know what happened to Racer X, but at some point...
Does Harry have the jaw? Let me see. You
No.
need a strong jaw? That's pretty
You
good.
could do it. You could do Racer X.
You pull it off.
Matthew Fox played him in the movie.
Oh.
Good job. That's a good job from Lost.
Yeah.
Party of Five.
Thank you.
So
Just
they
table for five.
Anyway, where was I? So
Explaining the canon.
Spritle and Chim Chim are getting an idea, and Trixie. So
G.I. Joe's for homos, though.
he says that he says to Racer X, I know you're my brother, and he punches him and knocks him out. Back when you could punch people and knock them out, and they'd get up and you'd be gone, and they go, what happened?
Yeah.
I guess that never happened.
Right.
Although I feel like
You'd have a memory of that.
if that was like your roommate, and you go, who ate my lasagna? And he punched you in the face, and then you woke up and he was gone. You'd be like, a fucking guy ate my lasagna and he punched me in the fucking face. You wouldn't be like, I don't know what happened.
I guess that didn't happen.
I guess just fell
Maybe I
asleep on
ate
the
it.
kitchen floor.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie?
No, the commercial seemed so wild and bizarre
It
and
was weird.
scattered and off-putting that I was like,
The Wachowski siblings, brothers at the time.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
felt
that.
kind of anime to me, or not anime, but it was weird.
It was like a weird, oh God. If we see a little bit of like a portrayal, like some animation, you know what I
Like
mean?
Polar Express weird when they did the...
Not quite to that level, but
Yeah,
yes, a little
okay.
bit digitized.
Okay. We'll look into that.
Please.
Some really scary shit happened at an elementary school in Juneau, Alaska. And this is one of those things that I'm sure they're going to be labeling milk cartons like crazy now. A dangerous mix-up happened to the children, and they accidentally gave them floor sealant instead of milk.
How do you mix that up?
I'm glad you
Alaska.
asked. So the mistake occurred at summer daycare where the kids are getting breakfast. Several kids complained that the milk tasted bad, a burning sensation in their mouths. Everyone kind of ignored them. The milk is
When
served...
several kids complain, feel free to investigate.
Right.
If
Well,
it's one troublemaker.
It's served from a dispenser, but the staff somehow filled it with floor sealant instead of milk because apparently they come in a very similar carrying case.
Milk.
with more vitamin K. Poison control was immediately called. Other than a couple of upset tum-tums, the children were okay. The school superintendent said they're investigating it, but they really do believe this was a mistake.
Wow.
Because it's white, and they put the wrong
Maybe
thing.
it's sad, but don't you guys just hear like, oh, that's a payday now? Like you're getting Monique money for this shit.
Yeah.
You're one of those kids, you'll be fine, but someone's cutting you a check
Oh,
now,
for
right?
sure.
The Juneau Unified School District is going to
That's
pay
right.
out.
You know who they're going to have to call?
Sarah Palin.
And she is going to be rip shit about this because this is an election year.
Oh yeah.
This is not something you want to be known for around the country when you're trying to be the governor again.
I saw that porn. That wasn't really you, was it?
The drill, baby, drill. Okay. Cards on the table. It
There's a
wasn't
porn
me.
with
It
her.
wasn't me, but it was my idea.
Oh, was your
It
idea?
was my idea. I
Well,
just
there
couldn't
you go.
do it. I knew
Smart,
they'd
actually.
be so mad.
I could smell your stink on it.
Thank you. The first dude said the same thing.
Oh, really?
He smelled my stink on her.
Yeah. What the hell are your kids' names again? Trig? Or
Trig.
Mig or Tig or
There's
something?
Trig, Track, Penelope,
Oh, Penelope. Oh, that's a
Barbara Ann, and Sarah Jr.
Aha.
If memory serves. I drank some of that milk, so I could be confused.
You drank some of the floor?
Yeah, well, I had to go, like, remember when that fraud Obama went to Flint, Michigan and said, I'm thirsty, give me, and then they gave him the tap water and he
you
drank it and
didn't-
everyone was horrified. I did that. I
You
did
drank
that,
the water.
Yes. I don't
Yeah.
want parched. Give me some floor sealant.
Yeah, Michael Moore was not happy.
No, he
about
was not.
that.
I said, that's a good idea. I'm going to save that for another day. And I did it this morning.
I wish Michael Moore was from where I'm from, North Hollywood, and no one ever goes, I represent the people, or in my hometown, a valley village. No one gives a fuck when you're from the valley. There's nothing. And now he's from Flint, and now he has to go out and tell everyone about what's going on with the sewer system over there every 10 minutes. We all have to listen up.
Start working in your good North Hollywood values.
Yes,
your homespun.
yes. When I was walking down Addison Street off of Lancashire.
Right, by the Colfax Playground.
By the Der Wiener Schnitzel.
That's right.
When my daddy looked at me and he said, son, you work hard and one day you'll own a Mighty Muffler, which was across the street, or the AM/PM. You keep focused.
You keep your head down.
You keep your head down. We'll end up in that Schwinn shop off of Chandler.
Right next to the Dollar Tree.
Right next to the Dollar Tree. And what will become the John's Market.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with, we all remember Bam Margera, yes?
Oh, those carpetbaggers from Sherman Oaks. They blow into town with their rhetoric. Don't listen to them.
The fast talk.
Highfalutin.
That's right. Sorry.
So I was going to do the story yesterday, but we ran out of time, and I'm glad I waited because he went missing, and that was the story. He checked himself out of rehab and said this was not working for him, and he was gone. But he has now been found as of this morning, reporting this. The Jackass star went missing from a Florida rehab facility earlier this week, but according to TMZ, he was discovered by police and a crisis intervention team at a hotel in Delray Beach on Wednesday. As of the time of the report, he was being escorted back to the treatment center, no problem, no fights. He voluntarily went. He bailed because he was supposedly, he was there under a court order, but he said that he was mad because he wasn't getting special treatment because he was a celebrity and they weren't treating him like a celebrity, which I feel like in rehab is the whole point of rehab.
I saw Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, you can't say that out loud. You have to think that.
Right.
I think that every day. Right. But I never say it.
Yeah, you shouldn't say
Rarely
it.
verbal.
Not going to get anyone on your side.
Yeah, when I'm pumping my own gas.
Yeah.
This is so beneath you, dude.
Breaking in your
Why
own
isn't
shoes.
somebody intervening and pumping your gas for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think that, but I don't verbalize.
Well, apparently that was his beef with it. He recently broke his wrist and his elbow in I'm glad you're sitting down. A skateboarding mishap.
No.
Yeah. So he's dealing with that as well. Somebody picked him up in a car and drove him away from this facility, and nobody knew where he was. But I guess that was the big problem with the facility.
We have the trailer for Speed Racer.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's off-putting.
I got to play the song, yeah.
It's very animated.
So it's real.
Racing's everything. For my family, it isn't just a sport. It's way more important than that. It's like a religion.
Are you ready to become a real race car driver? Then sign that contract.
This entire thing is green screen.
Yeah.
Oh, is that guy from Flintstones?
Susan Sarandon.
This
is so
John Goodness.
Weird.
You walk away from me, you walk away from this deal, no matter how well you drive, you won't win, you won't place. I guarantee you right now, you won't even finish the race.
You think you can drive a car and change the world? It doesn't work like that.
That's Racer X.
Maybe not. But it's the only thing I know how to do, and I gotta do something.
So weird.
Wow. Odd, because really good actors are in this.
It looks like a Pixar movie with real actors.
Not even Pixar. It looks like a cheapish TV
Imagine
show.
my devastation.
Yeah, you don't want to see this.
All right. Anyway.
That's no good.
Reminds me of
Worthless.
Spy Kids.
Yeah, it's
That's how
very
it feels.
Spy Kids.
Oh,
Exactly.
Spritle and Chim Chim. Yeah, see, they were in the trunk of the car.
Understood.
Oh, good. Okay.
They would go
Spoiler.
with him on his races. Yeah.
Harry, I have a new opportunity for you. And it's right up your alley. I don't know if you're allowed to fuck anybody, but it might not be off the table. Squid Game is now doing a reality show on Netflix.
Oh,
a
really?
real Squid
Crazy,
Game.
yeah?
Yeah, it's a battle royale concept. They're taking it as far as they can go. Netflix premieres the reality show. They're trying to premiere it. They're still going through the motions.
You know what they ought to do?
Yeah.
Just kind of combine what you've done, which is the floor is Harry's seed.
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, falling into the slime is one thing.
Well,
Getting cummed in is another thing.
the more you know.
Getting filled to the brim.
No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking more we just do a sea of it. This could take a while.
It's called
but
Sperm Game.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you'd think
Sperm Game,
twice
yeah.
about jumping off that yoga ball if you knew
Yeah, you're going to get a
that if you
mouthful.
missed.
You might get pregnant.
End up
6
with a
ways to
drink.
Sunday. That's
Yeah.
right. In the
Wow.
briny deep.
Yeah.
So there's 456 participants. And so there's a lot of people. And it's the largest cash prize in TV history, $4.56 million. So $1 million a person. Netflix has started a wide-ranging search for English-speaking contestants to participate. It's going to be 10 episodes.
What the fuck was all this stuff when I was 23?
I know.
Good
Hard
shape, good looking,
Yeah.
hard up for anything, and ready to fucking eager for the fray and just ready to go. I would have gone on any one of these
Fear
fucking
Factor?
shows. I would have done it. That had come around after I'd.
But would you have done it?
Yeah, I would have done anything at any time when I was 23. I was poor as shit. I was like strong. I was in good shape, and I would have fucking signed up for all this shit.
Yeah. There's money to be made. And I know you're not that familiar with the series, but it did, of course, got greenlit.
Are these
for
all like physical challenges?
season 2. Well, did you watch Squid Game?
Yeah. Did they actually kill people in the reality one? Because that would kind of be a
I feel like
twisted
that would be
curveball.
an insurance issue for Netflix.
Yeah, but at least they'll get their money's worth.
That's
the amount
right.
of people watching.
That's true. They find kind of in the TV show, they find like kind of hard up for cash, like ne'er-do-wells, and they say, if you want to try and make a lot of money, look at your life now. It's not worth anything.
Right.
Come play this game. And then some of the games are, like physical challenges, some are mental challenges, and let's just say people always get eliminated.
Yeah, I hear it's a sensation. I'll watch.
It's very
It's
good.
nuts.
I guess we're just doing everything now. We're doing Barbie the movie,
Yeah.
and Squid Game the reality, and the stuff that was fake has now become real live action. The stuff that was a fake idea has become a reality show.
Told you guys, Chip and Dale's really good.
Yeah.
That's what I
someone's in
hear.
it.
All right, let's bring it home.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
I'm here to spread my seed.
Gina Grad.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, last but not least, there's Geico. Like save a little money on your auto insurance? Of course you would. Who doesn't love a deal when it comes to great rates on insurance for everything? Geico can help. Insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, RV, even homeowners, condo, and renters insurance and coverage as well. Save even more with special discounts when you bundle your coverages. Plus, add the easy-to-use Geico mobile app for 24-hour roadside assistance. And it's a no-brainer when you switch to Geico. Switch today to Geico and just see how fast, how much money you could save at Geico. All right. Oh, I'm in Chippendale. Oh, yeah, I'm in Chippendale. That's right. I'm not in it. It's a poster from a cartoon donut or something.
Yeah, they're in the they're in the background.
You're investigating
That's you
crime.
guys.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Did you see Wreck-It Ralph, Harry?
Yes.
Adam was one of the donut cops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one more thing for my kids not to give a fuck about.
Well, let's get long.
The list is getting very long with their, okay. All right. Denver, I'll be at the TOS Con coming up June 23rd. I'll be speaking, and you can use the Carolla code Carolla for 15% off. Also, you go to objectivestandard.org, and then we're doing live shows from the Comedy Works South, 24th, 25th. Do live podcasts there, and then live stand-up shows as well. So just go to adamcarolla.com. Pre-order my book. I'm working on the audiobook right now. Hit the button over at adamcarolla.com. Harry Jowsey, everybody.
Thanks,
Dating Harry Jowsey, available on Spotify. If you want to listen to his sagely advice. And until next time, this is Adam for Harry and Gina and Bald saying mahalo.
And then it was a girl's birthday, and so the mom brings out the cake, and it's lit, and they all just stop talking.
And they sang Wonderball.
They should have. They looked at the cake, and they all just go, "Oh, Bella, Bella!" They're just exclaiming how beautiful this cake is, and there's so much appreciation for this 8-year-old's birthday cake. I couldn't believe it. Like,
We're
it's just
such